Welcome back to SHOVLD. In today's tutorial, we will jump into the dashboard, the behind the scene of the platform. We'll explain every single detail of the dashboard. We'll express how you can utilize the outreach, the automation, the integration, how to read the reports of your own platform, how to make SHOVLD your own lead generation system within your business, and how to basically take signals and make them close deals. So let's jump right in. Welcome back. So the dashboard we're seeing right now is a contractor slash restoration company slash public adjuster, meaning this dashboard looks exactly the same for the contractor industry, for the restoration company industry, and the public adjuster industry. Wherever they're logging in, there will be no difference. Everything looks the same aside from the actual trades. So looking at the dashboard is being split into 4 different sections. The left section will be your sidebar, the blue bar on the side, all the tabs, we'll call it the sidebar. On the top, we'll have 4 different cards. The first card will be the new opportunities that arrived today. The number 50 represents how many opportunities arrived in my dashboard as a contractor. I'm a contractor and I have different trades in here as a contractor, restoration company, and claim adjuster. So today I received 50 opportunities in my database because I'm monitoring a lot of trades. I have a total of 1,036,000. Obviously, we're not going through all the 1,036,000. That's the first card. The second card will be our valued pipeline jobs. We will get into it once we get into the pipeline and show you how you estimate the jobs over there. So that is a dynamic card that takes the information from our pipeline. The third one will be the average score of today, or actually this month. So the opportunity score yesterday was 7.9. Today it dropped to 6.5, meaning in today's opportunities and probably over the weekend, there were less high score opportunities, so it dropped the score, but we still have high score opportunities as we can see in here. We'll go through them in a minute. And the last card will be our plan. If you are on an active plan, it will tell you the plan, it will tell you the level of the plan, and if it's an active subscription. That will be the second section. The section below will be the trades. If you have only one trade, it will just show one trade in here. If you have multiple trades, you will see multiple trades that you can actually choose different trades in your area, and it will show you the opportunities in that specific trade. So sorting, I will call it, for the trades. Below the trades will be our third section. It will be the stackable cards. They are stacked because they are abbreviated. They are collapsed right now, and the stack will be between the active cards and the sidebar. Each stackable card shows the score, the urgency, and the type of signal it is from. If there's a name on the record, the address, a little bit of information, and the active scrapers that actually received that information. Below that will be a blue tab that says View Details, Draft and Outreach, or Add to Pipeline. On the other side will be either to dismiss this opportunity or highlight it, save it. So, jumping to the right side of the screen, you'll have your job pipeline. All of that is a dynamic card fed by our jobs being placed in the pipelines. We will go through the pipeline step by step. All of that information is summarized in our dashboard on that card. Below that, there will be the quick actions to draft and outreach, add to pipeline, and view reports. This is basically once we have jobs in our pipeline, or we have a certain opportunity that we know that I want to send an outreach right now. That's a quick launch from there. And below that is your referral card. The referral card is basically allowing you to share your code, which all you need to do is just click copy and give it to your friends or share it on your social media. Everybody that will use that code and register to our platform, every 4 of them will grant you a free month. That's another way for us to say thank you and as a token of appreciation, you will be granted with a free month. So this is the main dashboard. It's constantly being updated. If you want to look at the opportunities, you can either go through the opportunity from here and click view details. It will open up the opportunity card, or you can click on view all and it will take you to the opportunity card. So let's jump right in and look at the opportunity. So before going into the opportunities and explaining how to view the card and explain the opportunity, I want you to go and click on the settings. That will be a very important step for us to have the better experience with each opportunity. So go ahead and click the settings. The first tab will be the company profile. On the company profile, please upload your logo and fill as much information as your name, your company name, your phone number, your license number, how many years you're in the business if you want. Very important. If you have a website, add your website and save those changes. I'll explain in a minute why all of that is very important. The next tab will be trades and markets. Under trades and markets, you can see all the trades that you registered on. Of course, as an admin and as a user, I've registered to many trades because I need to monitor them. You'll probably have 1, 2, 3, or even more. You can actually add a trade from here or remove a trade from here. By clicking manage, you can remove a trade. Automation. Automation is one very important thing that we need to make sure that we set it up. And the automation is basically once you contact a potential client and you send them the email, the text message, or a letter, you want to maintain that relationship. You want the AI to maintain and continue what we call the drip campaign. The drip campaign is basically a set campaign that will go out in certain days. So under the automation, the first thing will be for you to choose whether you want to draft only, draft and notify, or an auto send. The difference is draft only will only draft and you choose whether you want to click send, send both, send all, or do not send. Draft and notify, it will automatically, once you choose an opportunity and save an opportunity, it will draft the outreach based on the information it has. If it has an email address, if it has a phone number, if it has a name, if it has only an address. Once we get into the outreach, you understand what it drafts for. It will draft, but it will not send it. It will wait for you and for your approval. That will be draft and notify. If you already set everything up and you are happy with the way it drafts your campaign, you can choose auto send. When you do auto send, the minute you choose an opportunity, it will automatically create the outreach and will send it out. Make sure that all your information already set properly before you choose auto send, because you do not want to send an outreach that is missing your phone number, missing your website, or your license number. You may lose a customer only for that reason. The next thing will be the automated follow-ups. That is very important. Most clients will not respond to you on the first attempt. Most clients will not respond to you on the first SMS you send them. So you want to tell the automation what is the next step. You don't need to tell it what to write, but you need to tell it the next step will be 2 days after the initial. And following that, wait 5 days and send another step. And then wait another 10 days. So basically, for the next 2 weeks, you can actually have it in different sequence than I did, but you can actually spread it over a month and then come back into it and redo it again. But the AI will know that for the following month, if I don't get a response from this client, I need to go to step 2, and then I will go to step 3. If the client responded, the AI takes a totally different approach. It will start conversing and trying to book an appointment, which we'll get into the integration very soon. Enable quiet hours. So quiet hours is the way that you receive the notification. As you can see, emergency. So obviously, forgot to mention, turn that on. Then enable quiet hours. Quiet hours is the platform scrapes 24/7, and if you set your notification to your phone or on your computer, you don't want to get notification 24/7, specifically if you're sleeping or if you're out on a date or out and about or even in a meeting. So you can actually set hours where the platform will not send you notification. It will continue to gather the details, but it will not send you notifications. So I've set it from 9 p.m. to 7 a.m. I don't want to get notifications of new opportunities coming in. Although emergency storm alerts overrides all of that, because that will come in whenever there is. The next thing will be the language and tone. On the dashboard, we have noticed, let me just jump right in. On the top of the dashboard, you see a tab that says English right now. There are 5 different languages: English, Spanish, Portuguese, Haitian, and Hebrew. Those languages are languages that are the majority languages in the 13 markets that we are actually working in right now. We are adding more and more states, but in those 13 states that we are working on, those are the major languages. So when you want to reach out, the outreach to certain demographics in a different language, you can choose that from here. So if you're working if you're in South Florida and you want to work in an area that most of the homeowners over there are Creole speaking, Haitian speaking, or Spanish speaking, you can choose that from here, and your outreach will automatically choose the proper language, translate it to that, and you don't need to deal with translation, and obviously save it. So this is the automation. Next step will be notification, how you would like to have notification. So our platform, as I mentioned earlier, notifies by SMS about certain opportunities for you to know whether you want to do it manually or not. So first thing will be, if you're interested, is enabling automation. Obviously, your phone number needs to be on the settings under the company profile. Make sure that phone number exists, otherwise notification will not work. Then storm alerts, urgent, always deliver, ignore quiet hours, as we mentioned earlier. High score opportunities, I have checked the 8+ because opportunities below 8 are not getting enriched. In other words, if the phone number or the email address or the owner's name is not publicly known, the signal will be without it, and that will require a little bit work on our hand to get the information. Then I'm not jumping on opportunities that are 8 and below on the immediate response. So I will not check the medium score opportunities, but I will definitely check the 8+, because those are more likely good to urgent, what we call hot leads. I want to know if something like that comes in. Then the homeowner's activity is very important. Every time that the automation, the SHOVLD, sends an email or sends an SMS, when the recipient opens it, you want to know they opened your email. So check that on. Homeowners replies, obviously you want to check it on. And follow-up reminder, obviously you want that. Follow-up is like the automation I explained earlier. 3 days, 5 days, 10 days. So you want to get notification that there's a follow-up needs to be done with this client by tomorrow. Referral rewards, when somebody is using your referral code, as I showed on the dashboard, you will get notification. And payment issues, you want to know about payment issues. It's either payment with our system or payment with the client that you actually posted on your pipeline. Then quiet hours is pause on non-urgent notification, and this is again, you want to pause notification. The system will continue working. You will not get notification certain hours, like I explained earlier. You set it up from here. I set it from 9 p.m. to 7 a.m. and I'm saving that. That will be notification. The next important thing will be integration. The platform allows you, that was a section in your onboarding, whether you could skip it. So if you skipped it, I really suggest you do it now. Just connect your calendar, and I'll explain why. I like using Calendly. I don't use it for this platform, but Calendly is a $15 a month. You don't have to, non-affiliated. You can either connect your Calendly, connect your Google Outlook, or the Outlook Office 365 or Google Calendar. The reason for connecting the calendar is when the AI converses with the potential client, and the potential client tells the AI, okay, I'm willing to meet ABC Roofing, the AI will automatically pull up your calendar, will show the availability windows you have, will book the appointment, and will set it in your calendar. You obviously get notification. You just added another layer of closing a deal without any intervention on your end. Highly recommended. It's very easy. Just click connect. It will ask you to log in into your calendar. It will make the integration. Your calendar is integrated. Nothing else to do in this. The next thing is another free tool that we provide. If you are a business advertiser, Google Ads or or Facebook Ads, you can actually connect them through Zapier. You just enter your Zapier link in here. If you don't have a Zapier, click in here and open a free account. Once you connect your Zapier, the system will allow you to integrate your Google Ads account and your Facebook Ads account. And every time a lead comes in from the ads, in other words, somebody writes you a note, somebody writes you he's interested. Sometimes we're losing those leads, specifically on Facebook ads. The good thing about that is that the system, those are your leads. Everything is internal and secure to you. It's not coming to SHOVLD, and it's not being shared with anybody. Everything is securely within your database. But what it does, it allows the AI outreach within our platform, within your dashboard, communicate with those clients. So you're adding another layer of security and not losing potential clients by adding those Google Ads and Facebook Ads potential leads coming in. So the AI will know how to either notify you or respond to that client. So that is up to you. If you want to edit, the option is there. The next thing will be billing, and under billing you can either upgrade your plan, add a trade, switch to annual. There's obviously a discounted price. If you're choosing an annual, it's 20%. Under the billing, you will see the usage. The usage will be how many opportunities were delivered. If it's unlimited, it's unlimited in here. I'm an admin, so it will not show a count in here, although you saw I have in my database over 1 million. You will see how many opportunities were delivered to you, how many emails were sent, and how many SMS was sent. Your payment method, you can always update payment, change a card, and your referral code. That's all under billing. If you would have, and I will show you when we go into the real estate investor dashboard, if you have a trial or a paid membership, you will have cancel membership down here or downgrade membership. The next thing will be for power plan. The power plan is basically allowing the system to go a couple levels above. When I'm saying couple levels above, it's exactly the same integration, exactly the same reading and scoring and trades and scrapers, but it allows you to have 3 trades without any upgrade. So when you're choosing your first trade, you can upgrade and add more trades, and although they are discounted, it adds significantly to the monthly bill. If you have at least minimum of 3 trades, it's most likely will be profitable for you to choose the power because it's cheaper. But the power plan not only gives you automatically 3 trades, it gives you the team and it gives you the white label. What do I mean by team? So imagine you are Surf Pro, damage restoration in South Florida, and you have 3 different locations. So you chose a restoration company as your industry, and then you chose 3 different markets. The people that sits in the Miami office don't deal with Broward County or Palm Beach County. So when you have a team, you can assign a team to each and every one of them to a different market of yours. Plus, you can brand, and that'll be the branding, the last thing on the branding in here. You can brand the white label, the whole system, so when the ServPro employees from your scenario that I'm building right now logging in, they're not going to log in and see Shovel. They will log in and they will see ServPro system with the way you customized it. That will be the branding under the power plan. So that will be the team members that you can add in here, and then go to branding and make it look like it's your own business under SHOVLD. The outreach defaults, that's important. So the defaults are basically the signatures of and it says in here the signature, footer, and SMS setting to all outreach. So that information is important. The next thing that is very important that and has to have to be checked is the include unsubscribe link. Communication laws do not allow us to send information or send text message and email address and phone calls to people that did not allow us to do so. So because we are using a public information and we're not soliciting them for anything yet, but it is considered in a way solicitation, you got to give them the option to unsubscribe. Once they unsubscribe, their email address or their phone number will be removed from the list. So the next time if you sent me an email and I clicked unsubscribe, nothing much happened, but the system will know automatically, and you will see a do not disturb by the email address. And the next time you want to send an email address, you will see that the email address is not highlighted. You cannot send that person an email address or an SMS, and that's by law, and that's what it is. So you need to check the include unsubscribe. If you wish and you want to send it sent via SHOVLD, you can toggle that on. We're not pushing ourselves, so it's by default off. But if you wish, you can add the badge, send by SHOVLD. That will basically remove a bit of responsibility for, let's say, Mike Rodriguez from Rodriguez Roofing in, I don't know where 713 is, but probably Central US, maybe Houston. And he doesn't want people to be mad at him for texting them or emailing them. And if they send via SHOVLD, SHOVLD takes a bit of that responsibility. So you can check that up. The SMS sender's name, that will be the name, and that will be coming from here. When you enter in the settings your name, that's what the parameters means. It will take the name and it will put it that Rodriguez have sent you an email. Or you can browse different templates and click here, browse templates, view templates, and choose any other template that suits you. The account will be your email address, or change the email address if you want to for the logging in. Change the password and the language that you prefer. The bottom line here is called the danger zone, and we call it the danger zone because it is dangerous. If you want to cancel your subscription, that will be under billing, remember. So if you have a paid subscription, it will be here, cancel subscription in red underneath here. But if you are deleting your account, it's totally different. And the difference is when you're canceling a subscription, that means you are done with receiving new opportunities. If you're canceling your subscription while you are in a trial period, you lose access and all of it is done. We obviously will not provide several thousands of opportunities, and the subscription has been canceled during the trial, which is fair, but it is not fair that you will have several thousands of opportunities to deal with without paying for them. If you didn't like it, you didn't like it. If you cancel after you've been a paying member and you have 3, 4, 5,000, opportunities in the pipeline, and you're working them, and it's in drip campaigns, and you decide, okay, no more, you can cancel your subscription. You will not get more opportunities, but do not delete your account, because by deleting your account, you're basically sending a signal to our database to remove everything under your account, so you will have nothing. But if you want to clear any footprints, that's where you click delete my account. So make a note, deleting my account will delete everything. Cancel a subscription after paying subscription will keep all the database without adding more opportunities. Canceling subscription during trial is like deleting your account. And branding, we already spoke about branding and how branding is basically white labeling this whole platform into your brand, your business, your organization. So the next thing will be to check the opportunities. First of all, you notice that we are on a different dashboard right now. This is the dashboard for the real estate investor. I wanted to show you how it looks like, not from a contractor admin style, but a regular user. I signed in yesterday as a real estate investor. As you can see on my card in here, it says pro trial, 6 days left since I signed it yesterday. The trial ends on July 12th, which is in 6 more days, as I said. The total opportunities I have is 846 within the first half a day, and the rest, everything looks the same as a contractor. I don't have different trades in here because there's only one trade. It's a real estate investor, but you will notice one thing different than the other dashboard, and this is what I wanted to show you in here. On the real estate investor, there's another green tile, which is the analyze deal, which will go in later in details. This is the ROI calculator. So after setting everything up and understanding how our setting and setting our account and information is needed, we are going into opportunities. When you go into your opportunities, there will be a lot of opportunities over there. As you can see, I'm a half a day in and I already have 846 opportunities in the database. I don't want you to go through every single one of them. There's no need to. What you want to do is you're going into all scores, you click in here and you click the urgent ones. Once you click the urgent scores, the database will show you the scores of 9 and above. This is what you want to work on. So let's say we like this first one, Angie. So we're saying that it's a high. It got a score of 9. It's a code violation by Signal. Obviously, this is for us as buying a property. As I said, it's a code violation. It says her name. Underneath it says openly to enrich contact information. We'll get into that in a second. We have the address and we have the information and we have the scrapers and everything that the AI actually scored this card. Underneath it says why this matters. If you want to know, you click why this matters and the signals will be analyzing, will tell you exactly why is it here. Underneath that we have 4 tabs. We have view details, draft and outreach, add to pipeline, and analyze deal. Obviously we don't even know anything about the deal yet, so there's nothing for us to analyze yet. I don't want to know if I want to add it to the pipeline. Since I don't know any of it and I don't have the information yet, I will not click the draft. I will click view details. And this is the same operation for any opportunity you want to deal with. Once you click view details, we are into the details tab, the actual opportunity, and it says the opportunity details. You can go back from here back to opportunities. The first card will be the scorecard. It got a 9, urgent. We already went through that, but it's in the first tab. The second tab will be homeowners info, and it says enrich contact. We'll get there in a second. The opportunity details, the reasoning, the stage is very important for us to know what the stage is. It's escalated signal, emergency or hazard, keyword detected, which means this is hot, and the timeline. Okay, so opportunity received via code violation to yesterday. and I just viewed it. So the next thing I do is basically click and reach contact. And reach is basically searching for the contact information of the owner that we have over there on the file, on the violation. That basically pulls up public information. We have different scrapers to look for them. If there will not be contact information, it will say contact information not found. But we will see live right now when we click and reach contact. If there is contact information, it will show up in here, and bam, we have her public phone number and email address. Now we can go to the next step. The next step will be draft an outreach, right? So the next thing will be on the card on the right, draft an AI outreach. AI outreach, you notice that on the sidebar it bounced into outreach already because we are in outreach and it already opened up Angie's card. So underneath here we have 5 different options. You want an outreach email, you want an SMS, you want both, you want a door knock, or a direct mail. You have the options to do all of those. Now, since we have already her information, we want to do an email and an SMS, so I will write both. You notice that in here underneath the email, the SMS draft popped up. The next thing we need to do is to choose the tone of conversation. We want AI to compose a communication. That we have a professional, conversational, or urgent. We want to sound professional, we'll leave it on professional, and the only thing that's left to do is click generate outreach. You see automatically it says generating subject line, generating the email, and generating the SMS. And we are on a draft only. It's review before sending. It's all done. We have already, you see shovel drafted, everything is done. The next thing we need to do is just send both, and outreach is done. Now remember when we did the automation, 2 days, 5 days, 10 days, once I contacted the client, the AI already knows that Angie should respond. If she shouldn't respond, within 2 days we will have another outreach, 5 days later follow up, and 10 days follow up. That is all you need to do, and we're done with outreach. Now let's say that we did the outreach and we're going back into the opportunity. This is the opportunity. You notice that we had the add to pipeline. When we're clicking add to pipeline, now this job received a check mark, and we're going to the next tab, which is in our sidebar, which is the pipeline. You will notice that in my pipeline I have here that I played yesterday. This is Angie that I just added in here. If I click on the 3 dots and I'm clicking on edit, it will open up Angie's card. You will see that her phone number appears in here, her email address appears in here. Those are the stages and the card itself. If I want to edit any more information, I will open the edit and I will write any information. If I change the market, if I want to estimate the value, if I want the follow-up date, all of that can be changed in here. Now, another thing that's important is, let's say that we spoke to her and I, even before speaking to her, I estimate her value of the repairs that she needs. It's about $150,000. And I will click save. Now, if I go into my pipeline, go back to pipeline, I already see that it says $150,000. So I already contacted her and I made an offer. So simply I'm taking this card and I'm dragging it either to contacted or made an offer. I made an offer of $150,000. You notice that with this Mario that I've put in here and the 150 that I put in here, my total pipeline is just bounced to 215,000. That will show up on the dashboard. When I go to dashboard, you will see here, this is the active jobs. You will see that the pipeline has been bounced into 215. You notice that only within the few minutes, from 800 something, now we are 969. That means almost 150 more opportunities just entered within the first 2 minutes of me showing you this dashboard. And the distress code average has bounced from 6 something to 7.5. Now So we know how to look at opportunities from the dashboard, or the opportunities, how to deal with the pipeline. We already did the outreach. We know how the outreach works, and we can have the report. The report will show us basically this week, this month, last 30 days, or all times, just a snapshot of all that's going on within our platform, our individual platform, individual CRM. So it shows what's under contract, how many jobs have been on the pipeline in contract, what is the opportunities. This is the areas that I'm receiving the opportunities from. So it tells me the source, which came from where. Obviously I can see that 3 of them has the majority, and the distribution by score, you can see the majority is between 7 to 8. I have about a quarter of them, which is 9 to 10. That means a quarter of the 982 are 9 to 10 hot leads, and the pipeline value sits right there, and a summary. The next thing, after seeing the dashboard, understanding the dashboard, how the dashboard works, now I can go to draft a letter directly from here, or add to pipeline from here, referral code. We already seen the opportunities, how the opportunities are being scored, how I can if I don't want to see those anymore, I'll just mark them all as red, and you will see only the new ones. We have seen the pipeline, how the pipeline works, just drag and drop, or adding a new job to the pipeline, the outreach per opportunity, the reports. The next thing will be the support. The support page is a dedicated page to everything to help you ease your job, automate your job, learn, and enrich your knowledge in regards to SHOVLD. So if everything that's been told in the videos and the fact page, what is SHOVLD page, and you still have an issue, you can simply open a ticket by clicking open a ticket. Either write a subject or choose preset categories, choose the priority, high, medium, low, describe your issue. You can upload a screenshot and submit a ticket. It's easy as that, and we'll receive the ticket, respond as soon as possible. If you want to follow up on your tickets, simply just click my tickets. You will see the history. You can open, you can see whatever you send us, I'll respond, and so on. The next thing will be, before I jump into documentations, browse by categories. This is a knowledge base for getting started, the billing plans, the lead engines, how the lead engines working, the notification, the outreach and integration, and popular outreach articles. We have every day an article comes out, a lot of knowledge. You can go through getshovel.com/blog and see all of them. We are in the market for about almost 2 months, and there's, I believe, over 50 articles already over there. So there's a lot to learn. The next thing will be documentations. By clicking on documentations, you get a knowledge base for getting started, opportunities, billing plan, AI outreach, again, explanation about everything on the platform. If that is not enough, you have this orangey circle down in the bottom here, which is an AI chat. You just click on it and it will help you with everything possible. If not, again, we have the ticket. So we've been through the dashboard with the opportunities, the pipeline, the outreach, the reports, the support, and so we've been through the entire behind the scene CRM, lead generation, outreach, opportunity scoring side of SHOVLD. I hope it enlightened you a little bit and shed some light on different questions of what opportunities are, what signals are, how do they become a lead, and I hope I made your day a little bit easier, and whatever left is for you to go and close a deal. Good luck and thank you.